Okay, so I haven't done this in a while. I've decided this week I'm going to combine 2 weeks, just because last week was a really quiet week and I didn't have much footage. So, Monday last week, we moved goats in the barns, so we took the oldest / mid group from our wash bay group and we put them in the main barn. We basically shuffled all of the pens one down. And then that afternoon, I had to reorganize how the nibbles were placed for the robot. All right, so order of operations from today was, got up in the morning, I milked. I then made feed. I then came in and washed some of the remainder of last week's project. And I made sure that I was sorting for replacement parts and sellable items. And then in the afternoon, we did bedding. After that, I did a dead stock run. After that, I got a hose fixed, a hydraulic hose fixed. And then I finished the day with milking, and I'm going to do lights out. So, we'll see what tomorrow brings us. Alright, so it's Tuesday. A recap from last week Tuesday was we did bedding. If we did anything else, I have no clue because I didn't take any video of that. So what happened today was the hose opposite to the ones that broke yesterday on the Genie, they broke. So I had to get them dealt with. Alright. But that took me until about lunch. So feed didn't get made properly until about lunch. And then after that, I finished the cleaning portion of my project from last week. And I have organized things enough that I think tomorrow I could properly put them away. And then I could get started cleaning in the milk house, which was my project from this week, or at least planned project for this week. Night milking went fine, although it was a bit rushed because I was running out of time, but because I also had to wash robots this afternoon. Washing milk robots, for us currently, with the amount of use that's going on, we can get away with leaving them for every 2 days. However, it takes me 2 to 3 hours in order to wash them properly. So, that being said, it needed to be done today. It's about 8:30 almost, and I'm just sitting down. Anyway, on to Wednesday! Recap in general. Alright, so it is Wednesday. Last week Wednesday, I washed robots and I reorganized a bunch of the hosing for the bots. Got that working right. Went well, is what it is. Then that afternoon, I started that week's project, which I finished today. So that project in itself is to basically deconstruct and reorganize and go through all of the old equipment that was left behind from the old parlor. So a bunch of the hoses, a bunch of the cups, everything like that. I went through it and threw out a bunch of stuff and washed a bunch of stuff, and I've put it away for now so we could potentially sell it later on. Now, that I just finished today. Other than that, didn't really get much done. So all throughout the beginning of this week, I haven't mentioned this, but it will come into play tomorrow. We took the beans off the fields because we've had basically a 5-day stretch of just complete beautiful sun. It's been 20, 30 degrees in October. Either way, we got it all off in terms of beans, and now we're going to work on getting the bean straw off the field. So that's tomorrow's project, and we'll see how that goes. But that's where we're at for now, and we shall see how it goes. So it is Thursday, and last week Thursday, I don't have any footage from today. I did washing robots, and in the afternoon I baled for the first time. Never run a baler, and I was taught how to do that this afternoon. Basically, there were 3 of us in the field. There was me and the baler. We had a guy who was running around picking up the bales after me. My dad himself got into the seed drill because we're planting a winter crop this year. I finished in one field, and then I moved on to the next. And then because I'm new at this, I had some issues. And my dad, being the last person to be on the field kind of thing idea, he ended up coming over in order to try and help me figure out what I had done wrong. And once we figured out what I had done wrong, he just decided that it'd be better for him to take over so I could come back to the barn here and start with some of the night chore stuff that someone needed to do. Whether it was him or me didn't really matter. So he sent me back here, and he continued in the field. And then I finished up the day here just now by helping the guy who was running around picking up bales basically unload the last trailer's worth and move a bunch of the bales that had been in our way beforehand. So all in all, we didn't get all the fields done. There's still a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be picked up. We've only got 2 or 3 fields done today, and Dad said that that's about a third. Tomorrow I have no idea what's going to happen. Apparently it's supposed to rain, and on top of that my dad has a whole bunch of things that he's planning on doing tomorrow. So yeah, that has been Thursday, and we'll see how Friday goes. I just got back from a concert, and it is Friday night, and I realized earlier I had forgotten to take video. So, the recap for today is we did bedding in the morning in order to prep for the weekend, and then after that, in the afternoon, we gave a triple shot treatment to the 3rd pen in. They were all marked with orange. And none of them showed like runny noses, but a lot of them had dilated eyes, and they in general looked not all that great. And then separately, the first pen needed RFID tags because the ones we ordered didn't come in on time. And so we ended up not tagging them appropriately, according to our system. So they hadn't gotten their initial tags properly. Now, that being said, that's what this week was. Last week, I have no footage for Friday, so I have no idea what I did for Friday, unfortunately. Other than that, it's midnight. I just got home. I gotta be up early to milk tomorrow because Mom and Dad aren't here. So
I'm gonna leave it at that. I will catch you next week.